Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Where Is This Going? A podcast about artists you may not know yet, but hopefully will soon grow to appreciate at the very least. Today, back in the studio, in this new studio for the first time, but back in the studio on the podcast, we have Justin Chupp joining us again.
Hello.
What up, Chupp?
What's up?
Justin Chupp is local comedian, now turned comedy booker as well, as house MC. For a comedy club that doesn't have a specific house yet, but
it's coming.
Yes, I'd say the house MC of Full House Comedy.
Oh yeah, something like that.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, dude.
Today on the podcast, we're going to be doing just a bunch of promotional stuff. None of these people paid to have their stuff promoted, but I just wanted to give a shout out to events going on locally and around, just in general, in Michigan coming up. So you'll be hearing about different comedy shows all over Michigan, not just West Michigan, Northwest Michigan, Southwest Michigan. What's Traverse City? Is that still Northwest Michigan?
It's just Northern Michigan.
Just Northern Michigan.
Because the UP, we don't accept those guys. Dude.
I thought that there's
Northern Michigan is not the UP. That's just real Michigan.
Northern Michigan University is in the UP though.
What the fuck? They're fucking up, dude.
And there's also we got word of some shows on the east side of the state too, over in Detroit. So if you live over there or in any of these places, stay tuned. But first off, Justin, what shows you got coming up?
We have Chris Porter coming next week.
Next week.
Where
is he and when?
He'll be at Creston Brewery on the 17th. He'll be.
That's a new one.
What's that?
So that's a new one.
That's the new one. Big things happening.
And that's on what day? Sorry.
The 17th. And Kate Carmody will be up here. She's going to be featured that. So
hell yeah, she'll be opening up for
Chris.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and
so it's gonna be cool.
So Creston Brewery, that's our new room coming up in GR.
Yep.
On the 17th. If you're in town, this should come out in time. We got Carlos Mencia in town this weekend.
Yeah.
How many shows is he doing? 3?
Yeah.
Because he's at Park. He's at Billy's.
He's at Park, and he's in Muskegon, and he's at Billy's. I think he's got 2 shows at Park on Friday. Yeah. And then
we love promoting Carlos Mencia.
Yeah, dude. I was like 4. That's... Can we make it like
Win Mind
9?
of Mencia? Oh, yeah. That's how many shows he has? Like
he has
9
4,
shows?
yeah.
You're like, we only get 4 shows?
Yeah.
Double it up at least.
We should put him onto
I'll put him on at
Comedy Project. Put him on at Parrots.
I'll put him on at Parrots.
Dude, do you guys know about Parrots Lounge?
I'm going to DM him right now. You can check out Carlos Mencia this weekend.
At Parrots Lounge.
He'll be starting off his weekend in West Michigan. Thursday night at 9 o'clock at Parrots Lounge.
Yep. He won't be performing. He won't be performing though. He'll just be taking notes.
Yeah, no, he's actually working the door. He's working the door. He goes, the closest I can get my ear to this comedy, the better.
I'm trying to work my way back up again. You know.
Sometimes you gotta start from the bottom.
At the door at Parrots Lounge. You know.
That's where I started. That's where I started overall. That's where I started bartending. That's where I started comedy. DJing. It all started
Parrots Lounge, dude. Look at this guy. He's loyal as fuck, man.
Yeah, so loyal.
Dude, this guy's keeping Parrots Lounge alive. I always wondered who's
not
doing
by
that.
Choice.
It's Hunter, dude.
Not by choice. I'm bringing in all the business, and I need a raise, Bob. All right. Enough about Carlos Mencia. If you want to see some cool comedy, I'll be at Parrots Lounge every Thursday at 9.
Great show.
Thank you. It's a great room, and I thank you all who have come out every week for making it such a great room. It's been really dope to have you, and thank you guys. So yeah, every Thursday at 9 at Parrots Lounge. This Saturday, the 11th, December 11th, I'll be at Dave's Tavern in Holton at 9 o'clock. And Monday, the 13th, I'll be in East Lansing, coming to you, MSU, at 9 o'clock at Crunchies. And then Park Theater the day after that on the 14th, next Tuesday. I think that show starts at 8:30. I'm not positive. But it's in Holland, and it's fun. And then, I'll be at River City on the 15th. Wednesday, 9 p.m. over here in Grand Rapids. River City Saloon. Any June. Hi.
Hello. Oh, Wednesday, Michael Ribbons. What's his name?
You tell me, bud.
Michael Ribbons. He's doing he's got like some Bo Burnham type stuff that he does. He's doing a show. He's a Grand Rapids guy. He moved to Chicago. He did pretty well in Chicago, I guess. He's coming back up. It's going to be Wednesday at 9 o'clock at Mulligan's.
At Mulligan's?
Yep. And then we got the debates after that. So.
Oh, yeah. While we're at it, every Sunday over at Mulligan's Pub, excuse me. I hope you enjoy this promo. Every Sunday over at Mulligan's Pub at 9 o'clock, we have Make It Spicy, stand-up comedy, run and created by Mr. Justin Chupp.
Yeah, created. I handed it off.
Yeah, you're
handed
right.
Sundays off to Dante because.
Yep.
Yep.
There's been a lot of new Spice Girls now, and I haven't even seen.
Yep.
Like my name mentioned at all.
Some of our. Well, talk to Dante then. Tell him you want to be up next because he doesn't know what it's gonna look like, but like if someone decides to step off, but like Danny and I were just like.
Oh,
it's
Danny's
time.
out too?
Yeah, Danny's out. I'm out. And so Dante's in and Nicole's in.
Oh, yeah. And Dev's still?
Dev's still there. Yep. But Danny and I just felt like it was kind of our time. Like we were there. We were the first. Well, it was when it was James Jump, but then after that it was Danny and me. Mm-hmm. And like we were just the first two there. And it's just.
Right.
What I mean?
So we still have Dev. What about Luis?
Luis is still in.
Bussy?
No, well, Bussy's in the way that I'm in that we kind of just.
I barely ever see him there.
We show up and you know
he's
what I mean?
mostly working on Sundays now.
He's mostly working on Sundays, so like he doesn't necessarily host or anything, but I think if he wants to on Sundays, he could just ask. Probably same way I could, but I don't know that either of us will. You know?
Right.
So.
And the Mulligan staff has been pretty cool with handling it all as well.
Oh yeah, Mulligan's is they're super like hands off, which is nice. You know what I mean? Like they just let us do our own thing back there. So people in the front row fingering each other every time. Insane. I can't. They just let us do whatever we want.
They just well, it's not us doing it. It's our crowd. And
it's the crowd.
You can't help what kind of crowd comes in. Mulligan's.
I'm doing it too, but
I'm fingering myself.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, dude. It gets like the lights stopped working last week.
Yeah, there was absolutely no lighting.
Dude, we were fast fingering in that. We were fast fingering.
Everyone to themselves.
Everyone to themselves. Yeah. Unless you want some help.
I mean, unless you want a companion.
Yeah.
But you have to ask for the companion.
Yeah.
Like there's no.
Or maybe we'll try this next week. Everyone finger the person to your left, and it's just a chain of fingering.
We're talking specifically of the mouth. You can only finger the mouth.
If everyone's okay with it, don't take this too far. Come on, dude.
We're gonna take a poll before, and if you don't want to do it, you can leave.
Yeah, exactly.
If you say no,
just
you
go
can
play shuffleboard.
Yeah, or
whatever
just go upstairs
and watch.
You can watch the show from up there. Unless the group that's watching from upstairs has already agreed on the rules.
That would create a very reversed effect of a show where the comedian on stage was actually watching the audience.
Yeah, just everyone
like
fingering their mouths.
That'd be so weird.
Just fish hooking the person next to him.
Yep.
That's a weird sight.
Give him an old fish hook.
Just everybody likes a little fish hook.
Everybody get a daggone fish hook.
Daggone, dango. So Creston Brewery.
Yeah.
And Full House.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on there?
Fucking.
They're just straight up sexing.
Yeah, dude. We're getting it in with Creston Brewery. We're gonna open a club. So like we've kind of tossed the name around a little bit. But
did you settle on anything?
I started at GR Comedy Bar, but I didn't realize Comedy Bar was like a franchised place.
Yeah, I was trying to tell you
I thought it was just Comedy Bar in Chicago, and I thought comedy like a comedy bar. Because one time I was hanging out with Mike Bustler, a comedian here in town, and he goes, these places are doing comedy bars now, and he, you know how he talks, and then and then he goes,
that's precise.
and then he goes, maybe you guys should do that, you know. And so like, I was like, oh yeah, we'll open a comedy bar, and I'm like, I couldn't think of a name. I'm like, this place has a bar in it. Yeah. We're gonna have comedy here.
GR Comedy Bar.
GR Comedy Bar. No, we can't do that because
there's literally comedybar.com.
Yeah,
is their website.
But I had brought
it up, but it's
I know
more
you
than
did,
just the Chicago one, I think.
That's where I was like, oh
yeah,
I don't care. Like if it's the comedy bar, and if
it was just the
just
comedy,
Chicago,
yeah.
But there's Comedy Bar Nashville, comedy, you know what I mean, and they're doing it in small. There's one city that's like Dubois or
Dubuque.
Yeah, where's that at?
I think Iowa.
Yeah. So they could very well be like, let's put one of these in Grand Rapids. You're gonna go put one in Iowa,
right? They should put one here in Grand Rapids.
Yeah,
that's the thing, but they won't if we have a name so close to theirs. Do you agree?
That's true.
So
we're gonna get the gate. You changed my mind back, dude.
And we're going back.
We're going back to GR Comedy Bar. I thought about lounge if they would put some couches up there. I haven't really seen like a lounge, but it'd be really cool to have like in the front row, just a couple rows of just like couches,
or even like around
enhanced VIP seats.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that, but like around on. Well, you've seen them in booths and stuff. Like you've seen kind of. Never mind.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, kind of like a wraparound booth.
Yeah, like listening room.
That could be a cool VIP though. Now that I'm thinking about it, just to have that in front of
the seating,
the actual seating.
Yeah,
with like a table kind of like this or whatever, couple tables.
Yeah,
that would be dope.
Yeah.
So okay, but were you saying lounge to get to a name?
Yeah,
like,
I was just thinking
to use a name,
like lounge, loft, hall, GR Comedy Hall. It kind of looks like a hall, but then it feels weird because who wants to do comedy in a hall? But
what about GR Comedy? Oh, dude, it's cool because bar rhymed.
Yeah, I know.
But
GR Comedy,
Grand Rapids Comedy Papids.
GR Comedy Stars. GR Comedy Lars. Who's Lars? Who the fuck is Lars? No, I'm just kidding.
GR Laugh Layer.
Laugh Layer.
I was going with a different alliteration. I'm sorry.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. But
I just want people to type in Grand Rapids Comedy, enter, and then Grand Rapids Comedy Bar, whatever it is, will come up because it's Grand Rapids. It's the only thing that says Grand Rapids Comedy.
And I got to say, big ups to Comedy Bar for getting that name.
Yeah, dude.
Trademarking that. That's a good
I'll trade
move.
you guys if you want. You guys can have Hall, GR Comedy
Yeah,
Hall.
we're getting we should just trademark Comedy Hall in general.
Yeah, real quick. Let's do that.
I don't like Hall.
Yeah, that's why we're going to give it to
Wall
them.
would even be better.
GR.
It'd be better to do comedy at a wall or on a wall than in a hall, I think.
All right, well,
I think of a literal hallway.
This is a fun Cat in the Hat segment.
Yeah, I was just going to say Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss.
This
I do not like it in a hall. I do not like it on a wall.
This segment of the podcast is brought to you by Dr. Seuss. I think he's dead.
And a pedophile. I don't know that for sure. I'm just throwing that out there, dude. No, I don't know that for. I don't.
Just a man of the times, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I meant that for racism. I don't know if you can use that for pedophile.
Depends on how far you go back, I guess. I mean, it's not still okay.
I mean, you don't even have to go far back because they were marrying 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
At like before after the birth of our country.
Being a man of the times turns out doesn't really make it right.
No, not it. Well, I mean, I'm saying being a man of the times isn't always a good thing.
No, not at all. Nope.
Because
it's usually not. Honestly, I'm wondering what is it that we do that is completely.
Not okay.
Not okay.
We've lived through trying to be men of the times in times now that if we were still trying to be a man of the time then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like we've updated. But if we did, there are people who haven't.
Yeah, but like if I was a man of the times, in 2012, that would not be okay to be a man of those times now.
Correct.
If that makes. Nor was I a man in 2012. I was 16.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I was sleeping.
Okay.
I was just I was just on drugs. And
that makes sense.
Sleeping.
Not your prescribed Adderall.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm throwing your prescriptions out there like that.
That's all right, dude.
All right.
Seroquel, Adderall, Lexapro. Stop taking the Seroquel though.
Whoa.
For a while too. So,
dude, I'm so sorry.
Let me know if you've noticed anything different.
Is this like rust? Do you know? I got like sauce or something on my pants.
Oh, dude. I think I do too.
I can't even
this
tell.
Is bleach.
Oh yeah.
I was like, do we got the same thing? Where were we hanging out together?
Dude, I don't even know. I haven't
this
worn
podcast
these pants in
is
forever.
out of control, dude.
Yeah, it's fun though. I'm having fun. I was just so distracted by it, I couldn't even help it.
Dude, me too.
Let's get to our first event that we're going to throw out there. It's mine. No, I was supposed to do a fundraiser roasting the roast of Santa Claus with Mike Jeter as Santa Claus, but then they moved the date and I already have a show scheduled for that down.
Up north?
No, One Night Stands.
Oh.
Yeah. So hey, go catch. You can catch that. That's not one of the ones I was planning on promoting, but I feel I should because I can't do it. And it's a fundraiser, so it's cool. But over at One Night Stands on the 17th, roast of Santa Claus at 9:30, I believe.
It's too bad. You could have went up there and did like a whole, however the roast was. Like what was it? Like 5 minutes?
I think so. I don't remember.
You could have just went up there and been like, "This is not the real Santa Claus, guys,"
Because he's black.
Well, that and he's,
Or I'm not gonna spoon feed you the.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna spoon feed you
just, lightly be like, you know why.
You know.
You know why he's not the real one.
It's the
old
Hughes.
Saint Nick. No way, dude.
This is
he was way up north. He was up north in the North Pole. Them guys are pasty out there. Have you seen them,
pasty
dude?
poles. That's what
Until
we call
you get, yeah. Except Alaska, it must be something about the light reflecting off the snow that makes your skin turn darker again.
Darker again. No, because I believe those people traveled, Justin.
Traveled? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, from like. Anyways,
from hotter lands.
I was gonna say from. Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
from hotter lands.
From hotter lands.
Or Asia. I don't know if it was hotter. It was just.
I think Asians
further east.
Asians are hotter than I'm just kidding.
Go on. How the Grinch Smoked Christmas, a Funny Friday production. That will be also on Friday, December 17th, that same day as everything's Christmas themed, isn't it? This month, it's all December.
Yeah.
But How the Grinch Smoked Christmas, that's a Funny Friday show put on by Dave Jones. It's over here at the Spot Arena over
Oh yeah.
on Leonard.
Dude, I went to that the Spot one time. And
That'll
my
be at
first
9
time-
p.m. Sorry, go on.
oh yeah, sorry. What, say it again?
Doors open at 9 p.m. $20 tickets, 2 for $30. Just look up Dave Jones or Funny Friday
Funny Fridays.
on
So
Facebook.
I went over there and I did my time. I was high as fuck, dude.
Were we on this first show together?
Was that the one where like the people were turning the light on and off during the show?
Yeah,
and-
like when it first started, the comedians were choosing their own lighting.
Yeah.
And I chose to have it on.
dude.
I chose to have it on.
That was crazy.
And when I went to the show this past time, it was off for most of the show, and then someone else was like, all right, turn it on.
Maybe that was the one that I was at. Was that the lesbian black woman or whatever?
No, that's the one that we
was
were
the one
we were
okay.
on together. And also her name is Flair.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just. If I knew her name, I would say it.
You would have said it, I'm sure.
Flair, dude. She was funny.
I should have just said Bree. No, that was Bree Blackburn. You know her. Just kidding. Bree's not a lesbian. She's bi.
You're
Oh. Oh yeah. When it gets close to the mic or to the cable. Weird.
Strange.
Strain.
Oh.
Any
So Bree.
No, not Bree. It was Flair.
Oh,
I think
but Bree's.
that's her name.
What I'm saying is,
Bree's bi.
Oh.
That's what I was gonna say.
Dude, she's straight. She's not. Just kidding.
Feezy.
No, I was just gonna. That was the.
No, I said Feezy.
Oh,
I was
I said easy, easy. That's my friend over here, dude. Don't.
No, she is my friend, but
She's
I don't.
my friend.
I don't
She's
think she would take offense to any of this. But no, I just got another message from our good friend Elena Bamfield, who will be in town this week. She'll be at River City Saloon tomorrow night.
Dude, Elena is so funny too. I saw her at Salsa Parlor.
Salsa Parlor this weekend was so good. You guys missed out on a great holiday Salsa Parlor show.
Party.
Apparently the only one that will happen. But they got the Salsa Parlor, this current one at least until April, I want to say. And then either they're moving to a new house and still doing the shows, or they're done. But the Salsa Parlor out in Lansing.
It's crazy how they all got together in that small town and just like formed they're like, well, you guys want to be the Power Rangers of comedy in our cities?
Right. They even have a girl too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I believe they all went to MSU.
Yeah. I don't know where they went. I
don't know where they went. But check out Elena, her live shows, like I said, this Wednesday at River City Saloon in Grand Rapids, 9 p.m., hosted by Carl Sobel. And her podcast, Leave Me Alone, wherever you find podcasts, except for not on YouTube. She does not have video. So, Spotify, Apple Podcast, the list goes on. Check her out. She is super funny.
Okay, so I'm at this show.
Salsa Parlor?
No. Dave Jones's.
Smoke show.
Yeah. So I go back there. I do my time. It was okay.
Mm-hmm.
But then the coolest part of it was like they had people selling like edibles and shit. Right?
Yes, really good edibles.
Yeah, dude, and they were like homemade, dude. These are like,
Shout out Khadijah Vibes.
Oh my god, dude. She had Fruity Pebbles, like Rice Krispie treat,
right?
And it was big, dude. And then she had a big Cinnamon Toast Crunch one, and she had a Nerds Ropes. But
dude,
here was the problem that I ran into.
The Nerds Rope, go on.
God, yeah.
I had that too.
Yeah, here's the problem I ran into, dude. So you're eating a delicious, like most edibles aren't delicious,
right? It's
dude.
Too good.
So I'm sitting here eating this fucking, and I get halfway through, put it back in my bag, and all of a sudden I'm fucking stoned, dude. And there's no food anywhere in this place, right?
There's barely water.
Yeah, there's
also,
water and stuff. It's
there's
cool.
also THC Kool-Aid. Too.
I'm not here to talk shit. I'm just saying. They have incredible weed options.
Yes.
But no, like just bring some snacks, because what happened was
it is BYOB.
I ate half of my Rice Krispie thing, and I'm like, dude, I could really go for something delicious right now, right?
Right.
And so I eat the rest of my Rice Krispie thing, and then I'm fucking eating my Cinnamon Toast Crunch, dude. And I'm just getting more ripped and more like I want more food.
Munchies on munchies.
Yeah, dude, just an exponential like hell I'm sending myself into when I run out of snacks.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing: I could have never ran out of snacks, dude, because
there was so much more there.
They came packing,
dude. Also, did you eat all of your snacks at the show?
No, I ate like some of the Nerds Rope. All of the
that's a 600 milligram Nerds Rope.
Yeah, did that one get you good?
I split it.
Oh, okay.
I split it with someone. I usually do those big ones. I usually like to take to myself.
Yeah,
I like to go hard. I have I have this cookie dope upstairs. Shout out Off the Grid. It's up in my fridge right now. That I split with someone. We ate not even half of it. Yeah. Because of the consistency, it's a little weird because it's cookie dough made with weed butter.
Mm-hmm.
I believe. I don't know exactly. I had to eat it with like ice cream for it to kind of overcome the texture, but so baked.
Damn.
Both of us. But like I don't do this. I was driving and I was just like, oh, it's a lot harder to move my arms than I thought it was. Like than I thought it should be.
Right.
To drive. But I ended up being fine. Didn't even crash.
Usually that's just a really silly thought that you have, like, but it becomes reality in your head.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't move my arms, and you're sitting there moving them just fine, but you're like, but I can't.
But it feels hard.
Yeah.
Moving my but yeah, no, we've had some great edibles come up now around these days.
Yeah.
And come to shows.
And yeah, some underground eddies that y'all don't know about.
Exactly.
If you want some underground eddies, come to some comedy shows around town. You might be able to find it, because these, man, do you ever have some tahine?
Yeah, we're talking about that.
Some tahine, some edibles dipped in some tahine.
That Latin edible, some Eddie Blaze, dude.
Yeah.
Eddie Blaze. Oh.
We got the underground game on lock. Right?
Also, that'd be a great, I don't want to say porn name, but it might be Eddie Blaze.
Oh, Eddie Glaze.
That's even better. Thank you. Yeah. I'm glad I workshopped that with you. Speaking of workshopping, how beneficial do you find getting together and writing, or getting together for a quote unquote writing session with other comedians?
Well,
does it depend on the company? It
depends on the company, but not for the reasons I think I would have thought before. But like, if it's somebody, sometimes it'll be like Deggy. So like, for example, I don't hang out with Deggy much, right? So he's a great, hilarious comedian. You sit down with him and you actually have a productive session with him, then you're probably going to come up with some stuff and bounce some ideas off each other.
Right.
But I don't see Deggy very often. So when I show up, one time he invited me to Starbucks and we just talked. We just talked about everything and like never sat down. So, but like with Bustler, it's like, dude, I talk to you every day. Like, I'm sick of talking to you. You want to sit down and write with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Dante, I write well with Dante. People just have to be ready to take it seriously, and it can be like super productive.
Right.
It has to be a little bit organized. A lot of people, and I've done this so many times, you just sit down and you go like, I thought of this, and then you just, but it's like you're not actually working on anything. You know what I mean? You just, everyone shares their thing and that's it. But yeah. With Dante and I, like, we actually have a structure now. And if any comics watching, like, if you guys want to join at some point, like, it's fine. But 2:00 pretty much every day. And then if we don't, we just let each other know if it's not going to work.
Right.
And then we do like sketches on Mondays, new bits. You know what I mean? And then we set prep on Fridays.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And it just it works out better. I think it's about to, but like just him and I hanging out lately, like it's been much more productive than previous writing sessions, because they can go spiral right the fuck out of control, dude.
They can be just non-productive from the beginning too. 'Cause, all right, let's write and get margaritas.
Yeah.
Once you get the chips and salsa at the table, it's pretty much over writing, dude.
But I also think I think another thing that we as millennials have as like an obstruction is just our cell phones, dude. Like I think honestly, like if you really want to write, like it's probably better to just show up and be willing to put your phones away.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Show up with a notebook.
Yep.
If you have any notes in your phone that you want to bring to the table, write
put them in your notebook.
Yeah, because it's the same thing. Like imagine before even laptops, what writers were doing back in the day when they had something. They only had a computer or a typewriter or whatever at their home. They weren't bringing the internet with them to a meeting, to a writer's table.
Yeah, because the problem becomes like, oh, did you hear fucking so-and-so's pregnant? And then all of a sudden, what are you going to, you know what I mean? Like someone just looked at their phone for a second. And
you're not going to write about a Facebook status that you saw. So
and so
you're not getting inspiration from Facebook at this time.
Put your phones down when you go to writing sessions
if you're trying to be productive.
Yes.
And don't do it over Mexican food specifically.
Yeah.
That's my main. I don't know why I can't get any work done at not a notebook has been pulled out at Cinco de Mayo.
It's the plates, dude. They just need to set the tacos right on the table.
How is that? I don't think that's gonna help
I think the
writing
plates
get
are the
done.
problem, dude.
That's not gonna help writing get done.
So unproductive. Plates and phones. Those are the two bad.
Yeah, everything bad starts with P.
Yep.
Penis. That's all I had.
I was gonna say what? Speak for yourself, Hunter.
All right.
Speak for your own penis.
You're right.
Speak for your own penis. Okay, sorry.
Okay, well, that's a great segue to get into our first ad. I already mentioned them, but let's go ahead and cut for a break. This episode of Where Is This Going is brought to you by Off the Grid, house of the vintage and handcrafted and created in secret. Off the Grid is located at 2863 West Shore Drive, apartment 114 here in Holland, Michigan. And Off the Grid has everything you need to get exactly that. Off the Grid. Before you go away for the weekend, make sure you get hooked up with a fresh drip, with a new glass piece. They are a curated vintage apparel shop mixed with a premium glass shop, and just here to curate a vibe for you to get off the grid. Barber coming soon. They are, like I said, located at 2863 West Shore Drive, apartment 114, open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Check them out. Tell them we sent you, and you will get 10% off of any glass or merchandise purchase. Yeah, just mention Where Is This Going, and say what up to Alex and Bruce. And I just saw that Full House has announced Akash Singh coming.
Yeah.
To Grand. I always say Grand Rapids, but we'll say West Michigan because it's all inclusive too.
Yeah.
Do you have any dates on these new announcements or no?
Oh shit, my phone is currently dead. But
I'll plug her up real quick.
Okay.
Keep talking.
So Akash is coming. I want to say it's like January, February. But this winter, like, check it out, dude. There's a lot of stuff there, and then we're working on the other guy, so we'll see what happens there.
Oh, the other guy.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens, dude. We're working on it.
That would be awesome, but I don't know why he wouldn't be at 20 Minute Row.
Yeah.
No offense.
I know.
Dude could sell out Van Andel.
For sure. Well, I don't know about Van Andel yet. You think so?
I mean, he...
Like on this side of the...
You're right.
Country,
You're right.
you
Just
know what
because, I mean, you look at... He's doing... Is he doing MSG? He's doing Radio City Music Hall.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's a huge theater.
Yeah. That's in New York?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's selling out shiz in New York.
Yeah. I just don't know if we're big enough. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm thinking. As a city,
as a city,
for anyone to have that big a draw.
Yeah.
Except for Trevor Noah.
Yeah.
Who had just did Van Andel.
Who people will drive from Chicago.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But
so we got Akash coming in January, February.
Yep. And we're getting a bigger theater here in like a year or two, probably. Like, I'd say probably about a year and a half. We're gonna have a big like 600, 700 person theater. So
right on. Hell yeah.
Town, so.
And Jessica Curson.
She's so funny.
I know, so hilarious.
She's just so New York raw, dude. She's not preaching. She's not doing anything, dude. She's just being funny.
Always funny. Mm-hmm. She's always being funny. I saw her at the Cellar in New York. Mm-hmm. Just hilarious. I saw Chris Stefano that night too. Yeah. And but I was so hyped to see Jessica Curson. Dude,
so when Jessica came to GR last time, I don't know if it was just like she hadn't we're headlining her, but she was featuring then. Mm-hmm. I think.
This was probably a couple of years ago, or like a year or two ago.
It was before COVID.
Okay, yeah.
But so she's on stage, and I can't even remember who the headliner was. She was like just so funny. Like she was who I remembered. And then, so she's on stage, and the headliner's airplane was delayed
Crashed.
or something like that.
He died.
Yeah, don't even remember his name though. So no, the headliner was a little late. So she's up there, and they're like, "We'll give you the light when he shows up. You know what I mean?
Is this
like,
at Grins?
yeah.
Okay.
And so she's got to do like she does her set, and then she's got to do like 20 minutes of crowd work because she had just had this like planned. And dude, she just dissected the whole crowd, like one person to one person, and it was just like I'm not usually a fan of crowd work because if it weren't for like if she was up there for 40 minutes.
Right.
Like you're gonna have 40 minutes and then did 20 minutes of crowd work. It's a little different. Like it was just like she was on the fly and was like, "Nah, this is what I got to do."
Yeah.
And then 20 minutes of just straight crowd work until the guy got there, and it was amazing, dude.
And since then, because like 3 years ago, I didn't know her. I don't think. I think I found out about her during the pandemic, but or right before maybe. But her crowd work, especially handling hecklers, but her crowd work is just hilarious. Yeah. She's one of the funniest comedians I've seen right now, and especially at an attainable level, which is important when it comes to booking things like that for places like Grand Rapids.
Yeah, she's on the come up for sure, though. And she's coming.
So I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam. Okay, one more. Tell me more about Creston and stuff after, because is Chris Porter the first show there?
Chris Porter will be there December 17th.
Which is next Friday.
Yes, and that's going to be just Chris Porter at Creston Brewery. Like, we just had to move the show there from Rockford, so it's not really, like, it's January when we're going to do, like,
open her up.
We're going to open her up as a club. We'll have probably, like, a little ribbon cutting ordeal, you know. Probably New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
So New Year's Eve, and I'm thinking we're gonna have. It's gonna be more of a New Year's party, and we're just gonna have like we're gonna put the locals on, like let them be the people that open the club. Hopefully, I don't know yet for sure, but that's kind of what it's looking like.
Right on.
And then just a big fun holiday party.
Oh yeah.
You know? So.
New Year's Eve. Welcoming housewarming,
housewarming,
little club opening, housewarming.
Yeah, and I could use a good blender, so
yeah, I'll keep it at the club.
I'm bringing that shit home.
Did I already say the Travelers Pub one?
Reward me. I'm doing big things around here. Give me a fucking blender.
You are, and we'll get back to that right after this message from. Travelers Cafe and Pub, the Laughter Layover. They got their pro show this Saturday. What's the 11th? The 11th is this Saturday. Yeah, it's a Saturday.
Yep.
This coming Saturday down in Portage. Adam Deggy headlining. Carl Sobel and Nardos Osterhart also on the bill. Show starts at 8:30. $5 cover. Comedy showcase on also the 18th at Ambrosia Theater. Bree is putting this one on. Brianna Blackburn is hosting the night with great names, great friends on the bill. 4 guests of the podcast: Devron, Joe. Actually, Dante hasn't been on the podcast yet. Yes, he has. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if he has, but he should be soon. You can find him on the No Probcast.
What time does your podcast usually start? Like, when do you usually have people here?
Oh, it depends on the day.
Oh, I was going to say, because if it ever starts before noon, then
he's not going to be here ever. Or Devron.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anything's going on before noon, it's no Dev or Dante.
Shut it down.
They really give a bad name for blacks. And then A-Plot, who's also been on the show. Go check that out. That's the 18th. 8 and 10 o'clock at Ambrosia Theater. And Crystal Reeves over in Detroit will be doing the Nutcrackers of Comedy Christmas show. Once again, 2 shows, 8 p.m. and 10:30. That's Friday, December 17th. Tickets are $20. You can contact Crystal Reeves on Facebook. Call Me Sweets. And Instagram, that's Call Me Sweets with a Z _comedy on TikTok as well.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, okay. So, a lot of people don't know about Full House comedy. I mean,
Yeah.
just because we haven't talked about it, I mean.
Yeah, we're moving a little bit. Like, people are starting to catch on.
Right. So
Like,
where is Full House Comedy?
So right now, Full House Comedy is currently located in Muskegon at Back Alley Comedy Club. We have Park Theater. Thanks for the rec on
Of
that.
course.
We got Park Theater in Holland.
Mm-hmm.
We have Billy's Lounge in Easttown right now. We have Creston Brewery and Rockford Lanes. We're around, and we might be inching our way out to like Kalamazoo.
Yeah, down.
So
moving down south.
Yeah. So
Lock up this West Michigan area.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Are you guys are you guys going to be moving to Saugatuck, Grand Haven spots or? I was thinking Saugatuck just because of Coral Gables.
Oh yeah. Well, we got Park.
Yeah,
You know
very
what I mean?
true.
It's
Yeah.
like, I think some of the people out there are already, because it's like a casino deal, isn't it?
What?
The Coral Gables.
No, Coral Gables is it's like a lakefront, just bar and restaurant.
I don't know what I'm talking about then.
Nope, not at
Everything
all.
I was gonna say.
Yep,
Not really.
and probably racist.
Definitely racist.
Yes.
Definitely racist. But that's not why I'm not saying it. I just don't want to be giving any false information out. You know what I mean?
Well, you already are. I don't know. Were you thinking that? Okay, are we going to talk about Grins closing?
Sure.
Because the Bob is being sold, the whole building.
Yeah.
Is that sale still pending, or
Yeah,
has
they
it
said
gone
it's supposed
through?
to be complete early January. So
Okay, and we all saw comedians all saw a Facebook post saying that the staff of Grins was going to have to find new jobs by January.
Yep. And then somebody said they were tearing the Bob down. That building's been there since
Yeah,
1903, dude. This is kind of bullshit.
Big old building.
Big old building.
Who said that one? I didn't see that anywhere.
It was.
I'm starting to think you made it up.
No. I want to say it was Adam Van
Kuyk?
Kook.
I shouldn't.
Dude,
yeah,
I don't
my
know.
bad.
It's like whatever.
Van Quick.
Either way, he's got one of those names that no matter how you say it, you feel like you just said a racial slur.
Exactly, and I definitely just
I think
was
we had
saying
this
his
exact
name.
same conversation last time. Yeah,
not about him. Not about him.
I'm gonna go into this, and then I'm gonna.
I
screen
love Jews.
record
Don't do this.
and just find that one little word where you just say it, just that one syllable.
The thing is,
I'm gonna post it on Twitter. Just
Damn
that
it.
one little clip.
Um,
You're done.
I'm done. All the work I've done for Jews up until this point will be
Yeah,
completely null and void.
Yep.
But yeah, the same person said that they're tearing down the building.
Yeah, somewhere in the comments they said that it was going to be torn down. The plan was for it to be torn down and turned into a hotel. I don't know if that's true, but that's what the person who...
It'd be an awful idea.
This person spends more time at Grins than anybody, really. You know what
Right.
I mean, other than Garrett, maybe, but he's there every Thursday. Anyways, point being, don't tear down the Bob. Don't tear down the Bob.
especially for another hotel.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
If you want to gut the inside and do whatever you want, but don't tear the building down.
Yeah.
Man.
But if you do have to tear the building down, just make it one big comedy club. Don't make it a big old bar with maybe a tiny comedy club in it.
I want them to turn it back into a knitting factory. That'll be fun.
Yes.
Like it was in 1903 or
Didn't
no,
they-
it was a grocery store.
I was going to say, if it was a knitting factory, they probably... Well, do you think it would have had more deaths as a knitting factory or as it currently is?
Well, OSHA wasn't around back then.
True. And OSHA barely has done much to help it now. They put a
True.
net in there. They
Well,
put a net.
Because employees aren't supposed to be drinking on the job, you know? Is it employees that die or people?
I want to go with both, probably.
Because OSHA's not really like...
Yeah, for customers.
They're not good for customer service.
Yeah. OSHA's not around for customer service.
No.
It's around for the workers on the job. Yeah,
People
what?
who make this economy, I guess we all do.
Yeah, I was gonna say the consumers mostly do make the economy. Any Jew.
Any.
Any of them. Love them all. You got to.
Better.
I'm telling you.
All right.
All right, fine.
You got me there. I guess I'll start caring about them.
All right. So Full House, we already established where it is. And Full House started coming to the forefront in the past few months. Now, I mean, what was it? Gary Owen was the first.
Yeah, first big one.
Was the first big name here. John Reap and John Heffron. Was that the same weekend?
The next weekend, I think.
The next weekend?
Yeah.
All right. And then Eddie Griffin. And so all of these big names started coming to town, and everyone was wondering how and why. Why is Gary Owen at Park Theater? How did Eddie Griffin hear about Holland, Michigan?
Yeah.
How did that? So how were these names being booked? How did this come up?
Gary Owen actually had those dates booked, and then COVID happened, and he got them all canceled. Mm-hmm. And then in a very short period of time, it was like, somebody please. And we were like, we got you, dude. Yeah, we got you over here. It wasn't a big old, like, it wasn't like Eddie Griffin was like a pure signing. Like, I think he just wanted to come out and get booked on more shows outside of Vegas or whatever,
Yeah.
But so that was that. And then mostly like we've just upgraded our rooms, and so we've been able to have like good intimate shows, like especially now that we got Creston. I think it'll continue to be like this, but Park was major, and Billy's was major,
right?
Because both of those provide at least an adequate aesthetic and like a good sounding comedy show and a good presentation.
Yeah,
so
definitely. I think Park Theater especially, you can, because you can, from the stage, you can be like, all right, this room feels comfortable for comedy. And same with Billy's too. I've only done one show there. It's like a matinee because it was during the afternoon, but
it was good though.
And the rooms feel comfortable for it. But Full House in itself just started like with Gary Owen.
Yeah.
Right?
We had Back Alley Comedy Club before. Full House was kind of a thing. Like we just hadn't had like a name for it. Like we were doing this. We were doing shows in Rockford, some in like Whitehall area. That ended up we didn't continue with that. And we just moved in this direction.
There was another in Howard City. Oh yeah,
Lanes. Howard City. Yep. And so really, we were just like, you know what? This is a thing. Like we're doing this in multiple places.
Right.
Probably better to have a name, so like if they recognize the name, they can go, I've been to one of their shows here before. So
right. And all of these shows can be under one umbrella.
Yeah.
And in a website, fullhousecomedy.com. Check it out. Where you can find all of these shows. Like we said, we got more names coming to town. This weekend we have Carlos Mencia. Next week is Chris Porter.
That's gonna be good.
Christopher Titus coming to town.
Yep. Lisa
Traeger. Oh, she's coming for Full House too. Because she's also. Wait. Lisa Traeger will be at Independent Comedy Club over on the east side.
Nice.
January 7th and 8th. You need a vax and a mask. Check out Independent Comedy Club. Who's running that? Johanna, Connor,
Alex Pozanovich. Is he still working with them?
I'm not sure. I know EJ is, EJ Watson.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Dope spot, dope people, super cool people.
Yeah, every weekend they got a great show. And after the shows on Friday and Saturday, they have the shit show open mic, which is fun to try some jokes, or just work on being heckled while you do jokes. It's all fun. We got Lisa Traeger coming. Who else is coming for Full House? Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah.
Where that one seemed random.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, dude.
which was cool. I'm glad. I was just gonna pull up the post again.
Yeah, it's cool. I just like it's weird. Donald he's been getting a mix, like some of the stuff younger folks like, some of the stuff,
right?
You know what I mean? So there's a little bit of everything. Just check it out. And what's his name?
Donnie Baker.
Donnie Baker.
Yeah, I don't even know Donnie Baker. Is that Josh Blue?
That's Josh Blue.
Hell yeah. We were just talking about Josh Blue.
Akash Singh, Christopher Titus.
Hell yeah, dude. That's such an old picture of Akash. I was just like, is that him or am I racist? Because I was just like, it could be another Indian guy, but that looks like the one I like right
both.
now. No,
I'd say both.
It didn't look like him, but you are also racist.
Right. Yeah, it is him, and you're racist.
Dude, I am very excited for these shows, and thank you for bringing them. I mean, because you're not doing this alone.
Yeah.
You're not bringing these shows here alone. No. But you are putting the locals on.
And I'm just working. Like I've worked a lot to land these spots. And,
right.
But, yeah, you're like it's. I'm doing it for all of us. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's not just like I want to do this for people or whatever. Like I honestly want the scene to grow because I want to succeed myself in it too. But honestly, like the whole scene, dude, everybody's been working so hard this year after COVID. I've seen so many people do like big things, at Demented Peach Productions, dude. Them guys are
shout out John and Demi, friends of the pod.
Yep, and Carl and David.
Yeah, Carl, David, Steves.
Yep, lots of big stuff over there. I've seen Cam out hustling.
Mm-hmm.
I think you and Joe, and when you guys all went to LA or New York.
Mm-hmm.
I think that changed the whole scene, dude. I think when you guys went to New York, everybody was like, whoa, like Hunter just went out and got on something for real. And you know what I mean? And I think you guys going out and doing that, like, inspired some people too. I think there's just been so much going on that everybody's really been putting into the same pot. And,
right. And I think, besides just wanting to do stand-up in New York, which has just always been a dream of mine, I was surprised to figure out how easy it was, like just to put yourself out there and get booked, just on anything, whatever, however small paying or not paying, and you have to be okay with not getting paid and just putting your name out there at least, and like having people know you out there. Same thing in Austin, and like with Austin, much more. I made a lot cooler or maybe stronger connections within the community there, but it was still a ton of fun, getting paid to do a couple of shows, but also it was like a working vacation because you're down there with all your friends too. Like there were 7 of us in one Airbnb, and it was a blast. Like the whole week everyone had fun, and it, like, regardless of shows too. Because like you don't always, that's the shitty part about vacation, like when you go on vacation to do stand-up or whatever, some people call it touring, but we haven't made it there yet. But when you go on a trip to do stand-up, and it's just like a normal vacation where you have fun stuff you can do, except for at the end of the night, you might get really sad. Just for something that you put at, it's almost like a gambling vacation, it's almost like a Vegas trip, doing stand-up on
just wondering
a
if
trip.
this checks out. I get that.
And then you're like, all right, I've been having a great time on this vacation so far. Do I want to possibly embarrass myself by just bombing? I was like, but why? This whole vacation has been going great so far. Why would I want to put it at risk to just put myself in a mental hole?
I'm killing my vibe.
Why would I want to kill this vacation
killing
vibe?
my own vibe, you know?
And then you're like, oh wait, I came here, like the reason for this trip is to possibly kill my vibe. To live life in another place. I need you.
We're fucking just stupid, dude. We are idiots.
Oh yeah, straight up
Comedians
idiots.
are, I don't know, you know.
And if you want to see another one of us idiots on what's it called, New Year's Eve, December 31st, we have a New Year's Eve comedy doubleheader up in Traverse City at
Studio Anatomy.
Studio Anatomy. You got it, bud. 7 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. Kamikaze Comedy is happy to present comedian Brad Wenzel.
Brad Wenzel. He's been on Conan like a bajillion times.
Yeah, I don't know
Michigan
about
guy.
a bajillion, but yes.
3, I think.
I was just saying a
Yeah.
bajillion's not a word. And they didn't even have a bajillion episodes.
Not yet.
So I'm saying, like, he has the credits, but you don't need to over-credit him. Because it kind of diminishes his actual credits. You know what I mean? Check him out, though. Brad Wenzel, 2 shows.
Is slightly above average. You can go... I don't want to...
I want you to accurately sell it.
Yeah, okay, my bad. Very funny guy.
Yes. Yeah, as seen on Conan. You're right. Look at that. Boom. It's on the flyer.
Yeah.
2 shows, 7 p.m., 9:30 p.m., $10 or $5 for military/college ID. Because you know what? If you're in college, it's basically the same as the military. So you guys get the same discount.
Well, yeah.
I didn't say it.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But if you are in college...
Quit and go to the military?
No, you probably only afford it.
If you went to the
If
you went to the military. So yeah, I would say drop out right now, go to the military, come back, graduate on a GI Bill.
Yep.
January 8th, if you're not seeing Lisa Traeger in Hamtramck, that's where Independent is, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All those suburbs or whatever of Detroit, Metro Detroit is tough to wrangle.
Yeah.
I need you. If you're not seeing Lisa Traeger over at the Independent Comedy Club, you can go see a comedy contest January 8th up in Holton at Dave's Tavern. I may be there. I will be there, I believe.
Holton, dude.
I know, dude. It's rough. I'll be there. Like I said, I'll be there.
I was gonna try to be a little more subtle about it.
I just said it's rough. I didn't say anything. It's rough and tumble, dude. I don't know what that means. But yeah, like I said, I'll be at Dave's Tavern this Friday, this Saturday, the 11th, 9:00, and on the 18th, next Saturday, from 1 to 5 p.m. The Jungle is Hell podcast. You're familiar. You were just recently a guest on the Jungle is Hell podcast. They turn around those episodes quick, too.
Yeah, dude, they hustle.
Same with Kyle. Kyle's been doing that a lot more, and he's got a lot more editing to do, I think. Any Jew. The Jungle is Hell podcast, Darius Stowers, and I do not know the other guy's name.
Oh, wow, dude. I would have... Deshaun.
We'll assume. But they are presenting the Ugly Sweater Day Party from 1 to 5 p.m. next Saturday at River North Public House. Check it out. And last but not least, I'm so sorry, guys. I had coffee and I keep burping. The Holland Vintage Flea Market, hosted by Mitten Vintage. Sorry, guys. I always fuck up your name. Mitten Vintage will be held between 2 buildings and 30-plus vendors on December 19th. That's the Sunday after the Christmas or the Ugly Sweater Day Party. December 19th from 11 to 5 p.m., 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. At 12330 James Street, Holland, 49424. And it's free. So go check out all of the vendors. I know Off the Grid, our great sponsors, will be there. Shout out Bruce Ramsey for letting me know about this event. And yeah. Oh, also, this is the last event I have to promote, and then we can either talk or leave. It doesn't matter to me, dude.
Whatever you feeling.
We have a Pass the Mic event. Have you checked out Pass the Mic yet?
Mm-mm.
They're a new. What are you looking at? My Robin Williams album?
Your certificate of graduation.
Oh yeah, it's from rehab.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
Congrats.
Thanks, bud. Pass the mic. It's an open mic series. I believe it's every Wednesday. Still, check it out at Goldfish. I gotta find it again. But they're having an event in collaboration with the Freed Peoples, a nonprofit, to help them raise funds. It's called The Intersections, which will include musical performances and community conversation. Food is included in the ticket price, and they'll be having a toast at 616, 616. You know how to get it?
Yeah, look at your cat.
Oh, is the cat back? We can let her in. Kiki. So, you can check that out. That's the Pass the Mic open mic series.
So
presents the intersection. Okay, Pass the Mic.
It's at the intersection, you said?
No, it's at Ella's Art Gallery. Are you coming in, Kiki?
So is there like is there like a something to it? Like
there's an art gallery.
Right, but Pass the Mic, like, is it just like a regular open mic, or is it all comedy, or what? So
Pass the Mic is they have an open mic portion of it. Mm-hmm. They also feature. Are you going to come in this house? Sorry, guys, we have to lure this cat back. She's in and out of the window at the same time.
Oh, she's scared.
Kiki.
Move my jacket. She'll probably jump down on that chair.
Well, she's about to. Come on. Oh, she's so close. Pass the mic. Yeah. This is awful to do on the podcast. Bye, Kiki. Pass the Mic is they feature artists of they feature artists of all sorts. So when I went, I saw a few hip hop artists, spoken word artists. Mm-hmm. I did stand up. We had another artist try stand up. But the tickets are $20, and that gives you access to food and drink. Usually, unlike this event, the food is not included in the ticket price, but it is for this one. Also held at Ella's Art Gallery. Doors open at 5 o'clock. Toast at 6:16 for 616. But that's over on Division. 2009 Division Avenue South, Grand Rapids, Michigan. And it's a great event to... Oh, she finally came in. Kiki.
You just had to make it hard for her.
I know. Any Jew. But yeah, it's a cool event, and it's classy. They got a bar with wine and liquor and... just like it. But it's in an art gallery, which is cool.
Shit's going on in the city, guys.
Yeah, we're doing a lot out here. You can't get out that window now. You lost by coming in. We keep calling her she. I believe he's a boy, but a street cat is going to be misgendered. That's just what happens. So I'm sorry. Kiki, do you want to be on camera? Or do you want to knock over a camera? You're just going to scratch yourself on it. All right.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck is up with misgendering street cats, you know?
Well, because...
When are we going to do something about that?
I just learned how to identify the gender of a cat.
Oh, how?
So if we were to lift up the tail there, if we saw... Granted, this was a drawn diagram. It wasn't like a real-life photo.
Right, but we can do the real life. We can grab the cat and...
Yeah, but I don't want to violate it like that. So I just watch whenever he does lift up his tail.
Yeah.
But if there's 3 things there, 2 holes for sure. Mm-hmm. And if there's a third thing there, it's usually the testes. But if it's just the 2 holes, then it's a girl.
Kiki disagrees.
I know, and I wish you guys could hear her.
She's meowing back.
Yeah.
He is.
No, we're going to have to go with... If you're telling me that she disagrees, then it's probably for good reason. Okay. Or they are just disagreeing with my assessment on cat gendering. This is... Riveting stuff, I know. I think that's when you know the podcast has gone too long.
Yeah, maybe.
We should have left when Jackie did. All right. Do you have anything else you'd like to plug, promote?
I just want to say, speak for your own dick.
Speak for your own dick. I thought it was penis.
Oh yeah, speak for your own penis.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Don't get sucked by your own dick.
There you go. It did sound more vulgar. You can follow Justin on everywhere at Chupp Daddy. It's 2 P's and 2 D's. Well, 3 D's technically with Daddy. Anyways, Chupp Daddy with 2 P's and Chupp. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at @the_Hunter Miles. You can follow the podcast on Instagram at Where Is This Going Pod and on Twitter at Where Is This GoPo. Listen. Or if you are listening, you already listened. Subscribe, share, review. Please leave a review of the podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube and on Apple or wherever you listen. Follow us and do the things. Tell your friends. And also, come out, check out these shows that we've promoted. Bye.